What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? So in this video, we're going to go over my collection of other shiny cardboard that isn't MetaZoo cards. Just to show that just because cards are worthless and you can't sell them for anything, it's still cool to collect them though. So I'm going to show my other collection, or the other cards I have collected over the years. So this was from 2 years ago. Tote King, you know him as KFC Wins on YouTube. So 2 years ago when I bought something from him on eBay, he sent this card for free. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. So apparently I'm part of the Tote Gang for 2 years. Now what are the benefits of being part of the Tote Gang for 2 years? Probably the same benefits of having a MetaZoo NFT or PFP, which is a big zero. So pretty cool card. Take one more look. I'll put it down because my hand's a little shaky. Boom. And tell me if you've seen this card before. I wonder how many people even know that exists. So next we have Hulk from 1991 Marvel holograms. I mean, these holograms are worth nothing, especially as PSA 4 and PSA 5, but I pulled them myself. These cards are so hard to get a good grade on, like insanely hard. Just because they're so overproduced, but they're cool as shit. I like them. What do we got next here? I know we got a couple Wolverines hiding in here. So this is 1990 Marvel. This is another example of mass production. Look how off-center that is. I pulled these myself too, but PSA 6, PSA 7. I mean, good luck getting a 10 on these. I mean, if you were to get a PSA 10 on any of these holograms, that's like hitting the lottery. It's insanely hard. Even PSA 9 is extremely hard. So, but cool, right? This is some nice shiny cardboard. Oh, we got Spider-Man versus Green Goblin, 1990. And 1990 is the very first printing of Marvel cards. If there's another set that came out, like right now with like holographic cards like this, I'd be all over it. But pretty cool. PSA 7, it's worthless, but hey, I like it. PSA 4 Spider-Man. But for a PSA 4 Spider-Man that's worth literally nothing, that's a pretty sweet looking card. Like, we're looking at it together right now, and this looks pretty damn good. So, woo. Dr. Doom. That's pretty badass. Who's that lady behind him? I don't know enough about Dr. Doom to know who that girl is. That's pretty badass. Oh, now you want badass. Actually, this is badass. Punisher. 1991. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Here we have Fantastic Four versus Mole Man. I don't know why it's not Fantastic Four versus Dr. Doom. I think that would have made more sense, but I'm guessing in the comics it makes a lot of sense for them to be fighting Mole Man. I just don't know enough about Fantastic Four. But pretty cool cards, man. Pretty nice artwork. And then this is from 1993. The holograms in 1992 suck, so I didn't collect any of those. But this is badass. I pulled this myself. I got a PSA 8. I mean, and if you don't have the lighting right, it just goes away. But if you hit the light just right, holy moly. That is badass. Anyways, so we got all those. Let's see what else we can dig out here. So here's a Yu-Gi-Oh card that I got in some like mystery promo box or something a long time ago. I have no idea if this is worth anything. I don't know squat about values of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon. It's pretty badass, and just getting the cards, right? I mean, they look so good. I love the artwork. I've never actually sent a Yu-Gi-Oh card in for getting graded. After watching Nick Strength of Pokemon, it's clear that it's almost impossible to get a 10 for a Yu-Gi-Oh card. But yeah, 5-headed dragon. We all like Blue Eyes White Dragon, but this is pretty cool. So there's that. Of course, we got Obelisk, right? My favorite Egyptian god card. I mean, that's just badass. I love the shininess, the crazy different hollow texture. I don't know. I think it's cool. This card is probably worth like 2 cents, but it's just a cool kind of variation of Blue Eyes White Dragon, just all 3 of them together. What's it called? Strength in Unity? I just love the artwork. Very nice. Jinzo, always a fan favorite. Ooh. I know that's some special, I think it's some promo card. I don't know enough about these cards. I just like the way they look. When I pick these up in different promo boxes or mystery boxes, and I just like, wow, that artwork looks badass, so I kept it. I don't know anything about Jinzo, it just looks like a badass. And then, I mean, we know this from the cartoon, right? Monster Reborn. That just looks good. Anyways. And then this, oh my goodness. I have no idea where I got this from, but Blue Eyes Alternate Ultimate Dragon. That's such a tongue twister, eh? Blue Eyes Alternate. Oh no. Alternative, not alternate. Alternative Ultimate Dragon. Let's zoom in right on the description there, or the title. Anyways, look how crazy that card is. Oh my goodness. Like, we all like Blue Eyes White Dragon, but that is pretty crazy artwork. And that's why I kept the card. I doubt this card's worth anything. But as far as artwork goes, wow. It should be worth something just because of how crazy that looks. Oh yeah, and the holographic background and everything. Anyways, what do we got next here? This is cool. So I'm gonna see if I can angle this right. So see when he's a little kid here? And then Shazam! But it says Captain Marvel up here. So I don't know what's going on with this card. I don't know enough of the history. I just saw this one day and I bought it. Oh no, I think I got this out of some random packs at some like flea market thing actually. So it says Captain Marvel, but clearly that's Shazam. Just trying to find a good angle for this. Anyways. Cool card. There's the details on the back in case anyone wants to know where this is from. This one was cool. Superman using his... Oh, yeah, there we go. Using his X-ray vision to see where the damsel in distress is. So you can see through the wall. See if we can get that up close. There we go. There she is. She's tied up. Maybe that's Lois Lane. I don't know. Pretty cool cards though. So next we have some Dragon Ball Super. Damn, that looks good. This card's got a little value, but not much. But once again, I mean, I just like badass artwork. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, just like most of you watching this. And I mean, that's Gogeta, man. But you want to see Gogeta? This is the only secret rare I pulled from anything, ever. And yeah, if you're going to pull a secret rare, I'd want it to be Gogeta. And look at the amount of gold foiling. I really hope the camera's picking this up, because this looks insane in person. Let's see, yeah, I could probably see it better there. I mean, this is ridiculous. Here, I'll try and go really close. Like, the amount of gold foiling over here is just totally out of this world. Crazy. Anyways, this was my favorite card. When I got into Dragon Ball Super cards, this is from Dragon Ball GT. This was one of my favorite scenes, favorite moments in all of Dragon Ball history. So there's a big print line on it somewhere. It's probably not worth very much at all, this card. But it's badass. Especially if you grew up watching the TV show and all that. Very cool card. I just pound through these pretty quick. I just like the way the holographic texture is on a lot of these Dragon Ball cards. They're doing the fusion on the back, right, to become Gogeta. This is from the very first set of Dragon Ball Super. This card's worth maybe like $3. But I just love the holographic foiling and the fact that, you know, I grew up watching the show. It's Goku. He's going crazy. He's about to, I don't know, destroy somebody. See if we can see his eyeballs. They got holographic right in there. Oh my goodness, that looks good. And these are cards for, I believe at tournaments, judge cards, so people that would judge the tournament. They would hand out special promo cards. Very nice. I think this was, I don't know, if you made it to the finals of the North American tournament, I don't know which one, but it's got like kind of a gold foiling to it. Very nice. The back of these cards is cool because it's got the 7 Dragon Balls. This was some promo card. I have about 1 million of these, but they're so cool, the texture on it. And that's one thing. If you know anything about Dragon Ball Z cards, you know the texture on them is just totally insane. Like, I hope I'm doing this justice. Yeah, I probably got it there. That is wild. Anyways. A lot of Goku cards, as you can tell. More Gogeta. Right? Probably the most popular character ever. Besides Goku and Vegeta individually, Gogeta would be the best. This is Vegeta doing his final flash. Oh, we gotta hit the light just right here. I'm just gonna adjust it here. Yeah, there we go. So we got a couple of those. Then we got Goku with his Kamehameha. Vegeta doing his final flash. Come on. Oh, that looks good. Switch it around. Yeah, Goku's looks better. But anyways, and then we got some more Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it looks like here. Oh. So these 3 cards, I recently made a video out of them. It's Dark Magician Girl. Super cool cards. I doubt they're worth more than $5 each. Maybe they are. I don't know. I know they're variations of each other, so maybe one of the variations is worth more than the other. Very nice, though. Man, that looks good. In this tin here, we got some graded Dragon Ball Z cards. So let's see what we got here first. We got a couple of Gokus at the, what is it, the World Tournament? World Martial Arts Tournament. I mean, that's what it looks normally, but when you tilt it, when that light hits, oh my goodness, that holo is crazy. So a couple of PSA 10s of that. Hey, I should have made a Valentine's Day video with this, but I pulled this card personally. Right when I got into Dragon Ball Super, I pulled this card. It's worth a lot more than it is now. I mean, I don't think anyone collects this anymore, but at least I got a PSA 10. Pretty cool card. This was like a promo card for that Dragon Ball Super was coming as a set. This used to be worth a lot. I remember King Gary Pokemon was talking about this card a lot, but I don't think it's worth too much anymore. I bought it raw. It got a PSA 10. I was very happy, but I don't think it's really worth anything anymore. What do we got here? This is from Dragon Ball Heroes, I believe. Or Dragon Ball Super, I don't know. It's from Japan though. This is a crazy card with Goku. In all his different forms. Like it's his Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan 3, regular, Super Saiyan, God, pink or red or whatever, blue. I don't know, anyways. Get my thumb out of the way so you could see the picture. Very nice card. I remember I bought this for like $100 from Japan. It graded a PSA 10, but a lot of them do. I don't think this card is insanely valuable. It probably has a little bit of value, but it's just badass. I wouldn't sell it anyways. This is really cool. Anyways, got a couple of these. One of my favorite artworks for Gogeta. Hopefully I'm hitting the light properly here. Oh yeah, there we go. I mean, I bought these raw as well. They graded PSA 10s. They're not worth anywhere near what they used to be. But, like I said, it doesn't matter. I'm keeping them anyways. We got Broly here. This was a movie promo from when the Dragon Ball... Yeah, you can see right here, right? It's a theater prize. You got this when you went to the movie theater. Bought a couple of these raw, sent them in. Got it as PSA 10. I could be wrong. I don't know if anyone here collects Dragon Ball Z that's watching this, but I believe this is the very first promo card for Dragon Ball Super. And it's Vegeta. That's my favorite character ever. To get these as PSA 10 is not very easy, but hey, I got a couple of them. It's very nice. Next, actually this is really cool. So this one's a PSA 5, whoop-de-doo. But if you remember this card earlier, the Goku card, if you put it right beside Vegeta, it actually completes a scene. So you need both of these cards to make the artwork complete. Now that's badass. I couldn't get a PSA 10 for this one when I sent them in, but whatever, it doesn't matter, right? The artwork, when it connects together, is just as good. Even a PSA 5, right? Who gives a crap? It still looks pretty crazy. So it's fun to collect, it's fun if cards have value, but I mean, shiny cardboard is shiny cardboard. It also just looks badass. Especially if you grew up watching the shows, it has additional significance. And then this card was some random, I bought some Marvel cards in what, 2020? And I got this weird Splashtacular Doctor Strange card. It graded as a PSA 10, I think there's only 3 of them. I have no idea if there's any demand for this, if anyone cares about this card. But I'm keeping it, because I pulled it, and it's just a badass card. There's the back. Here we got a tin of like base set Pokemon cards. I mean, this probably has some value. It's Mewtwo from 1996, right? The Japanese variation. It's got the symbol. It's not the no rarity symbol, but it's PSA 9. I bought this raw on eBay, and it graded a PSA 9. And that's cool, because Mewtwo is my favorite character in Pokemon. And this is the original artwork, the original 1996 card, not 1999 English. And I got a PSA 9, so I kept it. It's cool. Here we have Charmander and Pikachu. So this Charmander is a no rarity symbol, so it's got no, as you can see here, no rarity symbol. So for Pokemon cards in the bottom right corner, if you don't know, it'll have like a circle or a star, depending if it's like a rare or common card or uncommon card. So that's cool. PSA 5, is it worth anything? I do not know. But it's cool, because the legend goes, so right here you'll see with Mewtwo, there is a little dot at the bottom there, if you can see that. The no rarity symbol cards were like the original print of Pokemon cards in Japanese. So they're a lot harder to find. You'll never find a sealed pack or a sealed box with no rarity symbol Pokemon cards. So it's probably worth a little more than regular Charmander, but the legend goes that this was the very first printing of Pokemon cards ever for Japanese cards in 1996. So comment below if you know any more about that. And here we have the Red Cheeks Pikachu. I mean, PSA 3, it's not first edition, it's just shadowless. It's probably worth like 10 bucks, not even. But it's just badass, I like it. Here we have Squirtle. So, what do we got here? We got Squirtle first edition. And we got Squirtle shadowless. So we got PSA 4, PSA 5. I mean, these are worth like nothing. But it's cool to have a first edition one, even though it's identical to shadowless except for the stamp. And then we have the no rarity symbol one, PSA 5. So let's compare first edition Japanese to first edition English. So that's what you get. It's cool how the artwork's a little different, right? This is like zoomed in. Or no, it's like the camera's down more. You see the difference between the Japanese to English Pokemon cards. A lot of people think they're identical, but they're not. The camera's actually positioned differently the way the picture is, which is interesting. What else we got in here? Some more cards that I still haven't graded yet. So another no rarity symbol Squirtle. We got some more no rarity symbol Charmanders. There's a few in here actually. I can feel it's thick. There's probably like 3 or 4 of them here. Some Charmanders got no rarity symbol. I wish I had the Charizard no rarity symbol, but those are super expensive. Oh, nice. So I still got to send these in. These I pulled pack fresh. So I still gotta get them graded though. Come on. So hard to get the lighting right. Now that's a nice Spider-Man. But I mean, clearly it's off-centered. It's not gonna get a PSA 10. But with older cards like this, it's not about getting a PSA 10, it's just enjoying the artwork. Ooh. Look at that. Can I get Spider-Man like that? One sec. Oh. Oh, there we go, there we go. That's what I like to see. And then behind that we have some of the Charizards from the Ultra Premium collection. I only opened up one Ultra Premium collection and I just, you know, sleeved these cards. I mean, these are crazy Charizard artworks. They're worth like literally nothing. But there's Charizard fighting Mewtwo, right? My favorite dude. What else we got back here? Just, yeah, stuff like pulled from random Pokemon stuff I've collected. I mean, these cards aren't worth too much anymore, but I did pull these myself. Oh, some more Marvel cards. Badass Wolverine card. These cards I feel like have a chance at a PSA 10, so I'm still going to send them in. Centering doesn't have to be perfect, but... And then black suit Spider-Man with the symbiote. I mean, look how badass it is. And this is from 1990. The artwork's so simple, but it's just so clean. Oh, Mr. Marvel, Stan Lee. Now that's cool. If you don't know anything about 1990 Marvel cards, pick some up. They're pretty cool to collect. And they actually have his picture on the back. So that's pretty cool. Doctor Strange. Like, these are from 1990, man. This is the original artwork before they ever knew it was gonna become such a cool thing. Man, I love that artwork. And then, like, you know, even some Pokemon sets. I like collecting badass artwork, right? Ninetales. I mean, that has got to be the best Ninetales card I've ever seen. Especially like watching Naruto. Ninetales. That's pretty cool. I mean, this was just cool. The Pidgey artwork. And then, of course, Charmander. Losing his shit. That's just awesome. But is it worth anything? Not much. But it's cool. And you know what? Let's just throw some Nom Nom into this video too, right? I just got this recently, but it's shiny cardboard that I really like to look at. It looks badass. Dread Ralph. I believe there are 1,188 copies of this exact card right here, and there's 11 variations that have a red background. So, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with Nom Nom? Maybe they'll have their Kickstarter and that's it. Maybe they'll be around forever. Who knows? But I do know, or what I do know, is these cards look good. At least the one card that I own. This is the only Nom Nom card I own at this moment. Nom 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 Nom. I'm going crazy. And let's check out the back. Boom. The card stock is really thick. And technically it's a sample card. I mean, in the world of MetaZoo, if you have a sample card, that's worth a lot. Well, not so much anymore. But it doesn't matter about the value. I'm keeping this no matter what because it's my very first Nom Nom card. And it just looks really good. And to end this video, we're going to go over the card you saw in the beginning that I didn't even acknowledge. And that's because it's just another card that looks badass and it's shiny cardboard. And it's also not real. Or else I wouldn't take it out of the case, so that'd be crazy. But it looks cool. Even for fake cards. This is the only fake card I own. I wouldn't normally buy fake cards. But you don't see these pop up too often. And I got it for, you know, stupid cheap as you should. I mean, it's not real. There's the back. But it is pretty cool. I'll never own a real one, not even close. I might never even own a sample MetaZoo card. Like, even in the market as low as it's dipping, sample cards are still pretty expensive compared to the other stuff you could buy. So we're gonna put that back in there. And it just looks good for display purposes. It's just a really good looking card. Even if you don't know what MetaZoo is, if you don't know what Mothman is, if you saw this card, you'd be like, holy moly, what is that? And that's why I picked it up. And that's why I have any of the cards that I showed today. because they are just badass shiny cardboard, to put it simply. So in case you forgot about that from the beginning of the video, let me know. Have you seen this card? Toad King? I think it's pretty cool. I wonder how many people kept this. I know it's not worth anything, but for a guy that's kind of an asshole, and he's probably just a character, he's probably not really an asshole. It's a pretty cool card to have though. I feel this is like part of like MetaZoo folklore, if that makes sense. Anyways, comment below, tell me what you think of all this shiny cardboard, and we'll see you in the next video.